What is going on, everybody? It is your boy Nothing But Skills, and we are on the Nothing But Skills gaming channel. And today I'm excited to introduce one of my newest content creators who joined the team, Like a Hero. And in this video we'll be talking about the best settings to help improve your gameplay in the Division 2 for PC. If you guys want something for PS4 or Xbox console in general, you should check out the video that's going to be in the description box. But if you want everything you guys want to know and try to improve your gameplay on PC, this is the video for you. So once Like a Hero stops showing off, he'll show you guys exactly the settings to help improve your gameplay in the Division 2.
That agent needs assistance. Will soon deactivate. Serious trauma detected. The boost is now offline. Vital signs critical.
No, she wasn't ready.
What's up, guys? Today we're going to do something a little new, a little different. It's going to be build video, but this is going to be something that is often overlooked when it comes to playing the Division 2, and has a great effect on your PvP and your PvE. So, and that's going to be settings. So I'm going to start by sharing with you the settings that I use, that I've been using for the Division 1 and now into the Division 2. Really happy with my settings. I'm going to talk a little bit more about why I choose the settings and how just by messing with these settings, if you're having trouble tracking a target or anything like that, by adjusting a few things, you can see if your aiming improves, and most oftentimes it will. I'm going to start by sharing with you my mouse sensitivity. Now, this is my mouse sensitivity when I am just looking around. So when I'm doing this, I'm not aiming down the sights, I'm just looking around. This is good if you are, as you're moving around, right? If you, in a PvP situation, you're going to be turning around, not always going to be aiming down sights, right? So again, I rock a 5%, which is a huge difference than the default on PC. And so I think default PC is probably like 35 or something like that. I don't know what it is, but I rock it at a 5. And my mouse aim sensitivity is a 2%, which is way lower than what it is in game, the default. And the reason I do that is because I feel with a lower aim sensitivity and a lower mouse sensitivity, it allows you to track a target much easier. And yeah, you have to move, and I think it's the biggest adjustment for me was to learning how to move my mouse around more. But I think having it a lower, if in my opinion, if you're having trouble tracking people, the movement of the players, try lowering that a little bit. Now, you might not lower it as much as I have, but definitely I feel when it comes to tracking, the lower the better. Also, in game, I rock a DPI of 800. Trying to go. The higher the DPI, the less movement. So just by moving it like half an inch, your mouse, it's going to cover the whole screen, right? You're going to clear more distance. So I use a program. I use Razer Synapses. Now, I'm not going to go in there and show you that because I think it has my email and whatnot, like on the login. So, but when PC players refer to DPI, that's what they're talking about. It's a program. It's the amount of movement required on the mouse when you're not in a game. So that's through the PC setup. And there's different programs like Logitech. I use Razer, like I said. But it's just a simple setting, and you can lower that. I think the default might be somewhere in like 1500 DPI is the default that I think my, when I plugged in my mouse and started using, I think it was 1500. So I lowered that by quite a bit down to 1800. Again, these are simple things that you might not be aware of, but changing these things definitely will have a improvement. And in most cases, it's one of the things that gets asked the most, is what are your mouse settings at, because they are very important. And you tweak them, mess with them until you find something that feels good for you. And it might take you some time to get used to that movement, but definitely these are my settings. I've been using these for the Division for over 3 years now on Division. So definitely these are my settings. The other thing I want to talk about too is when it comes to your graphics. Now on PC, because you can get more FPS, it's very important that you're getting the max FPS that you can with your monitor and hardware setup, your video card. At certain times, it might be more important to sacrifice your refresh rate in order to be a steady, constant refresh rate. So yeah, my monitor goes to 144 FPS and 1440p, so it looks awesome. But when it comes to PvP and PvE, if you're not getting those 144 FPS and you're jumping in and out with your frame rate, then it's much better. And this is why, even though I have a 2080 Ti here on my setup, I lowered the settings to high just so I can get that more consistent frame rate. And I know that if that means lowering it, I mean, if you're super competitive, if that means lowering your resolution, so you can achieve those frame rates, then they make a huge difference. Okay, the skipping, the lagging as you're moving around it affects your tracking. So definitely, I would definitely look into that. I just put the default here, and as far as all these other things that you can do, like I said, the point of lowering these settings is to achieve a constant refresh rate. So depending on your setup, that's going to be up to you about where you're going to run it to. I know that there are PC players who just run everything on low. They'll run everything on low, and they will constantly get their frame rate. So even though if they may not have a huge expensive gaming PC or whatever it may be, they're at least getting, and honestly, it's not that much of a difference. They're getting 144 FPS consistently, and that is more important for when it comes to track, to have that higher FPS as opposed to the game looks great, but it's skipping every once in a while, especially when there's units out there. So those are the most important things for that I do when it comes to PvP and PvE, when it comes to my settings, because oftentimes that's overlooked. But make sure you're looking at your controls here, and lower that until you feel comfortable. And I suggest that you lower it every 10 or so, and then you'll start to feel more comfortable. And if you're good with that, then they continue to get lower until you get there. One of the things I do recommend though is having a large space. On my desk, I have a very large mat because I moved the mouse a very large distance because of the low DPI and the mouse where it's at. Another thing that you can that you can change is the scoped sensitivity, which is a new addition to the game. And again, this will work the same way. I have mine low. I don't know what the default was, but I halved it, I think. And I mean, it just really depends on you and your playstyle. But if you go with what you feel comfortable with, just know that my settings that I've been rocking for a long time are low. And a lot of the PC player communities, they do rock a low sensitivity and low default. I will be continue to release more content on Nothing But Skills Gaming, guys. My name's Like a Hero. Thank you so much. If you like this video, great way to support us here, Skills and myself, is to hit that subscribe button. And we will be releasing more content on this video. I will be releasing the actual build that I was PvPing with in those clips early here this coming week. So, and it is a rifle build. I kind of showed a little bit of it, but I decided to take some of that out, keep it a surprise. But make sure that that you sub to the channel, guys, and you like the video, drop a like, and we will catch you guys later in the Dark Zone or in Conflict, guys. Have a good one.